Okay, and welcome back. We've got a ceiling fan here that has some age to it. This is what I would call an antique. I believe it's from the 70s. Here on the tag, I'm going to zoom in on this first. Hope I can get in there. Oh, it's not showing. I actually have a picture of this that I can show now. And it's showing that this fan is from Montgomery Ward's, which is a department store that no longer exists. I'm almost certain it doesn't exist anywhere. And look at this fan. Now, I wanted to film this quickly before it completely disintegrates. As you can see here, the blades are absolutely coming apart. There's no saving this fan, so what I'm going to do is take it apart just to see exactly what's inside there. And compare it to a modern ceiling fan. Like over here, we've got a modern one. And here's just a quick look at what you find inside of those. This is the actual motor that you find like inside of one of those. And then when you open up the motor, it looks like this. 2 rows of copper windings there, but I don't know. I've actually never taken apart a fan this old, but as you can see, the design is very different. And so I expect possibly something different than the normal. And so what we have here, look at this, this is interesting. We have slotted screws. I don't know exactly when the Phillips, look at that, when the Phillips screw was invented, but apparently not yet. And I think this is going to be basically late 70s. And we will just get started here. I have a 7/16 inch socket, which I've matched to this bolt here. And there are slotted screws on the other side of that. So I've got slotted screwdrivers. Look how new these are. They've barely been used. And so let's get started. I'll set up the other camera and we'll get the blades off first. We'll get these caps off and see what we got. Okay, so already we've got something here that's very different. And I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. But that's what we got. I just wanted to stop for a second and show you this big cast iron piece holding the wires. And I guess what we'll do at this point is we'll just remove every screw that we can see and see if this comes apart somehow. Okay, I don't know. Took all those off. Clearly inside there you can see that this thing is screwed onto the main shaft, but you have to be able to secure the main shaft to get this to spin off. And I'm not sure exactly how to do that. yet, but possibly taking off all these screws, taking the paddles off, and these big screws here might be holding the thing together. But there is nothing on the other side that you can stop yet, so let's take the blades off. Okay, so this is really good. Taking those off has revealed these other screws here. See that? Underneath those blade mounts and probably these little pieces of plastic or paper, you have, I think, what would be the screws that hold the case together. We'll wait for that truck to go by. Anyway, also, I wanted to mention here, I discovered this on somebody else's video who had posted about this fan. They had one in perfect condition, and I didn't realize until I watched that is that, so like say for example, this is the underside. No, this is the, yeah, which would be up against the ceiling. This side would be facing the ceiling, and this is the side that you would see. I hadn't realized that this decorative piece here is brass, so that can be polished up nice. And so I'll be saving that separately. And so at this point, let's try to find these screws and take the case apart, and maybe that'll give us a chance to secure the bottom of this and get this bracket off. So here we go. As you can see, yeah, wow, very different. So again, this is modern, and this is 1970s. I hope that I at some point looked up the date on this. They said that there's a date stamp going to be somewhere on here that's actually telling the date. Let me see if I can find it in a minute. But yeah, okay, so the case itself, you can see here with the magnet, the case is aluminum, and then these inner parts are magnetic, and they interact with these. I'm forgetting the names right now. And then the outer case is also aluminum. And as you can see, just absolutely a ton of copper. I think that there's, on a single winding, as you noticed over here, modern ones use double windings. And this, gosh, it's just wound differently. Is it a, no, that's a single winding. Well, no, it's two. I don't know. I'm gonna be humble enough to say I don't know what's happening here. I'm just looking at it. But in the scrapping market right now, price of copper is extremely high, and that is a lot of copper. And so look for these old fans. You know, if they're in great shape, you know, save them. But if they're in terrible shape like this one, get the copper. And so honestly, to undo this bracket, what you would want to do is get a pair of vice grips on this shaft right here so that you can hold it still, or even just hold the whole thing. I might be able to do that. I'll wrestle with it a little bit, and it might be just kind of comic relief to try to unscrew that so that we can see both sides of this stator, and then we will wrap this up. Okay, I figured it out. You see that little hole there? That is a keyway for anchoring the turning. You see there, it turns. Put that in there, spin it till it anchors in there on something, and there it won't turn. And then what you got to do is you come on this side, and I guess we're going to use a crowbar. So lefty-loosey this way. We'll give it a good tap. Did it work? Okay, so today I'm going to go ahead and kind of admit defeat here, but I did discover something. You see here, right there, there's a, oh, now this is stuck in there. Okay, so this is where I'm going to wrap it up. As you can see here, I found out how they get these things off. There is a little hole in the keyway, so you stick something through there like a screwdriver, and then it anchors inside the case and stops this from spinning. And then you're going to be able to put in a pry bar or something like that to get this top bracket to unscrew. But what I've done is I've gotten that thing stuck in there. It is bent in there and it won't come out. But that is the way to get it out. Ultimately, this video was about looking inside of it, and that's what we did. So I don't know how much farther I'm going to go with this, but that's your video. So that's what they look like inside compared with the newer ones, and that's what you got. So I hope you like this video. I'll keep looking for interesting things to see what's inside, and that'll wrap it up for today. I appreciate you all watching, and we'll see you in the next one.